The first component of a strong resume is to have an informative heading. This should include your name and contact information so that employers know whose documents they are reviewing and can easily access your phone number or email address to set up a follow-up interview. Some components of an informative heading include your name, which should be big and bold. As mentioned in the previous video, your name could be anywhere from size 16 to 28 font. This helps it stand out on the page and is the most important piece of information you are presenting. Immediately following your name, you can jump back down to that size 10.5 or 11 font. The first thing to include is your address. At minimum, you'll want to include the city, state, and zip code for where you are living. If you are comfortable, you can include your full street address. When uploading your resume to websites such as LinkedIn or Indeed, be sure to remove the first part of the street address as to not include it as public information. If you're applying to jobs outside of your residential area, the employer will like to know the city and state so that they know if they need to provide you with transportation or consider a Skype or phone interview as an alternative to attending an in-person interview. Next, you'll want to include your phone number. Please only include one phone number and the phone number that you are most accessible by. This can include a cell phone or landline. We strongly discourage you from using a current employer's phone number as it is disrespectful to that employer and could be considered misuse of time on the job. You'll also want to include a professional email address. Your Madison College address is considered a professional email account. If you choose not to use your Madison College account, please consider setting up a new email that includes your first and last name, your initials, or any combination of your first and last name so that it is easily identifiable by the employer. You may also include a LinkedIn URL if you have a well-established profile. This will invite employers to recognize or research your digital presence and see a more elaborate version of your resume throughout your LinkedIn profile. If you're in a program that includes an online portfolio or personal or professional website, you can include this link in the heading as well. Here's an example of a basic heading. You'll see that the name is big and bold by comparison to the other text, and that the address, email address, and phone number are easily identifiable on each page of the resume.